everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sinag and welcome to a new video. So, we are doing another author taste test ulit, and I usually have two different versions of author taste test in my channel. The first one is I'm doing author taste test focusing on just one author and reading maybe 3 to 4 of their books. And then the other author taste test version is the one where I read 3 new to me authors and see if their writing style is for me and if I wanted to try more of their books. So this one we're going to focus on the first version, which is the solo version. So we're reading books from Nicole Falls, and I think I have read 2 books from her before, which is 2 Christmas novellas, and I forgot what I thought about them. So in this video we're going to see if I like Nicole Falls' writing style and her concept and all of that. So if you like videos like this, definitely check out my author taste test playlist and watch my videos over there. So I finished reading The Art of Falling, and it is another Christmas related book. I definitely want to read other books from Nicole Falls that doesn't involve any holiday. This one we have Ivy and Gabriel. So Ivy is a nurse and Gabriel is a teacher. So Gabriel is actually a teacher of Ivy's first child, so her son, and they were both single parents by the start of this book. They are both widowed, and they were childhood friends, so when they see each other they kind of reconnected. And I like that the first time that they saw each other again, it didn't really go on to the full-on sexual tension or lust, and we get to see them reconnect as friends first and not something more. So I really appreciate that. It definitely adds up to the build up for their what do you call this, when the time comes for them to actually act on their relationship or their chemistry. And yeah, so I also like that both of our main characters already have lives of their own, and they already have a family of their own, and I enjoyed seeing how they interacted with their children and how they treat each other's children as well. And yeah, but my only gripes for this one, aside from the fact that I like the writing style, it's definitely easy to read, and I have read it in 2 days. So I started reading it yesterday and I finished it today. It's definitely a fast read. However, I think that the last part of this book, or when they were able to be together na talaga, as in they have a romantic relationship, the book already ended now. The book ended by the time that they're just starting their relationship, and I wish we got to see more of their actual relationship, because I feel like 90% of this book focused on the build up of their relationship and more of establishing their characters as individuals. And I like that. Actually, I like that we get to see both of our main characters in their own element before they became a part of a unit or a couple. However, as this is a romance book, I want to also see more of them doing romantic shits as a couple or together. So I wish we got to see more of that. Yeah, so I don't know what to give this book. It's definitely not a 5-star rating, because in the romance part, I feel that it's kind of a little bit lacking from what I like. And but I like the character development, or at least how we see their characters, or how the authors showed the lives of our characters and their interactions with their family. But I don't know if I'm going to give it 3 stars or a 4-star. If I give it a 3-star, it's going to be like a high 3-star. But if I give it a 4-star, it's going to be a low 4-star. So I don't know. I don't give decimal points in my rating. It's always a whole number to me. I don't like math. I don't like rounding things up or down, or I don't like that. I just want to have a solid number figure. So anyway, it's definitely worth reading if you want a character-centered or character-focused book. See you later on my next update. Finished another Nicole Falls book. It is Sugar, Butter, Flower, Love, and um, I'm giving it 2 stars. So we have two main characters in this one. We have Isobel and Travis. Isobel is a baker and a bakery owner, while Travis is a former sports person. I'm not into sports, so I don't know. I don't know if it is mentioned what type of sports he does, but he's a sports person or formerly a sports person, and they were paired to be in a bake-off show, holiday bake-off show, because the theme for that show is a baker and a celebrity from the same town. They actually have a history, so this is kind of a enemies to lovers, or yeah, hate to love romance. Their reason for not liking each other before is very dumb and childish, especially now that they are both grown adults and they were still lingering to those, or to that childish situation that happened when they were young. So it's kind of dumb. And then after that, when the show or the baking or bake show started, I find the actual baking to be interesting. I really enjoyed knowing how they bake all of the pastries and treats that they did for the show. But there's a lot of side characters in this one. I don't really care about them, and I don't really see the point of them being in here. Like, who the fuck is Billy? Who is Train? Who is Dre? For a short novella, this one has a lot of side characters, and I don't think they serve any purpose for us to really know them. I don't really care. Especially that this is a novella. I want more of our main characters, and yeah. And aside from that, by the halfway mark, after reading chapter 5, I actually wanted to DNF it na. But then, when I look at the table of contents, I still have only 4 chapters na lang. So I just suck it up and finish it. And yeah, it's boring. And the only thing that was keeping me on edge, or the thing that helped me finish this book, is the actual baking. I don't care about the main characters and their childish hate for each other. I don't care about the side characters, and I don't know why they are in here, or why they have more than a few speaking lines in here. I don't care about what happened after the bake show or all of that. So it's very disappointing and very tiring to read. I feel like I've wasted my time, to be honest. And yeah. So next time I'm just going to DNF if I want to DNF. But because I am making this video, I was kind of forced myself to finish the book, which is not usually my thing. Because my thing is that if I don't like the book, no matter where I am in the book, even if I'm nearing the end, if I don't feel like finishing it anymore, or if it is no longer enjoyable for me, then I'm going to stop. But yeah, I needed that as a reminder. But for this one, I don't know. Anyway, I'm wishing and hoping for a better book. See you later. Bye. This is going to be the angle for a while, or for now. Yes, I'm just going to block the light with my head. But anyway, I finished reading Release Some Tension, and I'm giving it 3 stars. It's a Fubu to lovers romance, and I think the fuck buddies aspect was well executed. However, this is a short book, right? It's less than 100 pages, and for a short book, it has a lot of side characters, and the side characters in this one has a lot of lines and dialogues in here, and it's really frustrating and annoying to read in my part, because I don't care about whatever the fuck they're doing. I am here for the main characters, and I don't know, I think the side characters kind of took the spotlight, yeah, instead of our main character sometimes. And I also don't like how we spent a lot of time or scenes wherein our main characters are apart, and they were just having a lot of long-winded conversations with other people, and it's very boring to read, honestly. Those scenes are not my favorite, and I just wish we got to see more of our main characters together than the side characters, especially because this is so short. If this is like a full length 200 to 300 page novel, I think the side characters are going to be fine with what they did in here. But because this is so short, I think that they took too much space or page instead of our main character. So other than that, so I give it 3 stars. And then I tried reading the sports romance that I've told you, Shots Not Taken. It's the first book in the Nymphs and Trojan series, I think. It's a collaboration with Alexandra Warren. The Shots Not Taken, I actually DNF at the 6% mark because I'm not a sports person. I don't watch sports. I am not following any sports blogs or all of that. So I'm really confused because there's a lot of sports lingo and terminology, and I can't follow up. I can't relate. I can't follow. And for that to happen in the first chapter, it's really, I feel excluded. I think I can read sports romance wherein the sports was not that front and center. I mean, because in this one, the sports were in chapter 1, the basketball thing. I don't know what it's called, but what is happening on the field is told to us in very specific details, and I really don't like that. I don't know and I don't care about what's happening, who passed the ball to whom and all of that. I don't know. I sound so ignorant right now, but I just don't care about sports. So yeah, but that's my thing. I mean, I think other people might enjoy this one. That's why I said, not just in here but also in my review, that I am not a sports girly. I don't like sport. It's not that I don't like sports, it's just I don't care about learning the terms and the rules and all of that. I don't join sports when I was in school. It's just me. I think other people, if you like those, if you're a sports lover or fan, maybe maybe you'll enjoy this one. But I really can tell because I DNF after the first chapter. So yeah, so this is going to be the end of this video now. From what I have noticed, I gave majority of her books, Nicole Falls books, 3 stars. Yeah, so she's like an average author for me personally, and I actually like this thing, this author taste test that I do, because at least in here I'll have a what do you call this, a guide on which authors to prioritize when it comes to reading their books. Yeah, so I think Nicole Falls isn't the perfect author for me, or she isn't like an autobi. So that will be the conclusion for this one, I think. And but that doesn't mean that she's not a great author. She's not just the author for me, but I know that other readers might find her writing style and her narrative, or her how she writes her story to be really compelling and enjoyable. So if you want to read Nicole Falls, if you want to see for yourself, I definitely suggest to try her, because she writes a lot of short romances, short books, and it's very fast and easy to read. If you want some pick me up, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling like you are in a reading slump, or you want to get out of a reading slump, short books like hers are definitely another ways to combat reading slump. Or yeah, so I would still recommend the books that I enjoyed from her. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be the end of this vlog, and I'm sorry if you only can see my eyes and my forehead. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you have read any of these books that I have talked about in here, please comment down below what are your thoughts about it, and see you again in my next video. Bye bye.